rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him, cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Panthers' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Panthers and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And Dalton to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. You know, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On 3rd down, it's Bucs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. Leading them out in his 8th season, guy who has started for a few teams across the league, Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed. Played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Well, the numbers for White a week ago, 15 carries, 64 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They go play action with Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Brooks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now a give, right side. Brooks looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Bryce Hall there defensively. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So Dalton now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
Well, both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
4th down, Brissett on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. On the left side, a catch by White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Buccaneers had 7-4 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gets a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
But 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's the backup Smith. It's caught by Mike Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Gino on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Here's White. They set up the screen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. This one taken in by Otten. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. To throw is Smith. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down, Dalton. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, we go.
Geno down to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Gus Edwards, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Smith on first down. He completes it right side to White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
40 yards yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
32-yard line.
On second down, here's Smith. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
White is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2 on the play.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal, rolling to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Dalton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Dalton here from the gun.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Panthers.
Dalton.
Short throw held in by Trimble.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Brooks.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And the Panther first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking to the right side and complete to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wow, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Buying time to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
That one into the hands of Shepard downfield.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
13 yards. And the Panther first down.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This will be Dalton again. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing, Dalton. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
Dalton now to pass. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Bucs down by 2. 1:47 on the clock. Smith, a possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
no gain on the play.
Smith to throw.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz him, put pressure on him, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division.
The win. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, my just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhower's. Deceased presidents on the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm riding round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, point 'em out.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Falcons and the Bucs next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
This week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 18 carries, 69 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They stay on the ground with White.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The numbers for White a week ago: 12 carries, 54 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
White, he'll try the left side. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing is Cousins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Offside, defense.
And that will... Easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offside. Side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Robinson up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Cousins. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Pushing his way through.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
Here we go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Bucs at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it. And the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And he fields it cleanly. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
Throw left side. There's London.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Cousins.
Complete to Mooney on the slam.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now Cousins.
This pass is caught by London.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, Cousins.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Smith. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Defense.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Rolling to his right. He completes it right side to White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. On 3rd down, a run from White. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC South. Carolina paying a visit to New Orleans. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Andy Dalton with 2 touchdown passes there. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now Gino on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Levante David in on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off of play action, here's Smith. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Breaks through the contact. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the
30. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He finds his target. It's Evans. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw is Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
3rd and 4.
Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this to the 23-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Smith on first down. This is caught by Evans. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
The Smith's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They run straight ahead here with White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Smith. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Algier going straight ahead.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Complete right side to Otten.
Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Cousins to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff to Algier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's Cousins.
Got a man, it's London.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Cousins.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Cool knocks this one through the post.
And they will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's second down. Here's Smith.
And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Oh, put on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Cousins to throw it.
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second, here's Algier.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Now Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To throw, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for Atlanta, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.